everybody, and I want to welcome everyone to another episode of the Booze Geek. My name is Charles. I am your host, and on this episode, we are going to be once again jumping into the pool of spirits, and not literally, but figuratively, and we are going to be tasting and reviewing a bourbon from Old Forester Distilling, and they are located in Louisville, Kentucky. So, a little bit about Old Forester, a little bit of trivia about Old Forester. Old Forester was founded in 1870 by George Gavin Brown. Now, he can kind of be considered the grandfather or the godfather of bottled whiskeys, because back in those days, if someone wanted to, purchase some whiskey or some bourbon for, specifically medicinal purposes, because that's what it was used for, why else would we drink it? It's for our health. Well, one would grab a bottle from their house, mosey on down to the local apothecary, and, the clerk would fill their bottle straight from the barrel, and, the patron would walk back home and, use the medicinal bourbon for however they felt fit. Well, George Gavin Brown, he liked his bourbon so much that he decided to bottle it and sell it. It was more convenient and it was easier for the customers. So they would just walk in, grab a bottle, and go home. No more lugging their bottle back and forth. Well, that caught on. Old Forester, the original recipe, was the very first bottled bourbon in the United States. So that's kind of cool. Little cool piece of trivia. However, the one we're going to be tasting today is not the original formula. This is actually the Old Forester Signature. Now, this bourbon, this clocks in at 50% ABV, which gives it an even 100 proof. So we should be getting, we might get a little bit of heat on this one. Not 100% sure about that, but we're going to pop open the top and let's find out how much heat we get, or maybe none. But here we go. Let's do this. And no cork on this one, nice screw top. We'll get a little bit of pour here, and as I always say, it's spirits, so we don't need that much. A little dab will do ya. Oops, rattling some bottles back there. Here we go. Ooh, look at that color. Look at that color. I'm already getting some aromas from this distance. Ooh, look at that color though. That is really nice. We got some legs on the glass. Nice color. That is a dark copper. Yeah, very, very nice. Let's keep swirling this for a sec or two, and let's give this one a nose. Here we go. Oh, well, like I said, a little bit of heat there. A little bit of an alcohol heat on the nose. Not much, though. Oh, there's some nice aromas coming off this, though. Yeah, we are getting, there's some slight coffee, a little bit of toasted oak, some slight chocolate, some spice, which is really starting to come through, and a little bit of butterscotch. Very nice aromas, and the balance is really nice too. You're definitely, you can separate all those aromas. Very nice. But here we go. Let's get to the flavor, let's get to the palate, and let's see how it does. Wow. Well, first and foremost, if you take a sip of this, yes, you are going to get some heat. There is definitely some heat on the palate. Not burning, but you're definitely getting the 100 proof heat, as I figured you would. But let me get one more sip here, and let's start talking about those flavors. Yeah, we are getting some baking spice, a little apple, a little clove. A little nutmeg. And it is a medium-bodied mouthfeel, too. It's nice and creamy, which is really, really nice. It's not thin. It's not watery. It has a nice and creamy mouthfeel to it. I'm going to give this another sip. Yeah, really, really nice. And like I said, there is some of that alcohol heat on there, but it's not overpowering. I mean, it's definitely there, but it's not overpowering. But this finishes, with some nice toasted oak and a little bit of that apple flavor. Just kind of lingers on the back of your throat a little bit to mix with that, that alcohol heat. But a very nice bourbon nonetheless. I'm going to rate this one. Well, first I'm going to give it one more sip because I'm really liking this, and I can. And then I'll rate it. yeah, I'm going to give this one. I'm going to give this one an 8.5. 8.5 on my my scale here. I'm really digging this one. The only thing is I know it's 100 proof, and the little alcohol burn may turn off some people because they don't like that. But if it's balanced really nicely like this one is, you can tolerate the alcohol burn because it blends in well with some of those, you know, in this case, some of the spices or some of the fruit notes. And you know, some other spirits, it is, you know, notched up and it is overbearing. But on this one, it's not. It's definitely there, but it balances nice. So I'm giving this one an 8.5. I'm going to take one more tiny little sip. And on that token, I am going to thank everyone for tuning into this spirit episode of the Booze Geek. And as always, you can follow me at the websites, which is www.pubstohaveapintin.com, or at the blog, which is www.pubstohaveapintin.blogspot.com. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. Please leave us a thumbs up if you like the episode. And if you feel like it, leave a comment down below. We will see everyone on the next episode. As always, toast, raise a little glass, salute, prost, and enjoy.